Ned knocked Waasabi into losers from winner's side. That was ZSS DK. He is going Cloud DK.
Really?
That's actually surprising because I was just talking into the main room, and Ned actually used ZSS versus Conga as well.
Right.
So it's not like he won't play ZSS
it's just an
in this
incredibly
matchup.
good matchup for ZSS in a way that Cloud sort of like... Cloud has a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah.
It's not a bad matchup for Cloud, like, by any means.
It's
but
definitely probably harder than ZSS, though.
yeah, like, ZSS kind of just destroys DK in a lot of different departments.
Yeah, just the way she moves, how hard ZSS is to grab because of Nair, but this is what Cloud does for DK because he should not land.
Right. Maybe the set in winners was like a little bit closer than Ned would have liked, and he feels more comfortable going Cloud because he can make adjustments a little bit better.
Or maybe he's just saving it for Grand Finals as well. Get the nice warm-up because he knows he's like going to win anyway. That might be the thought, but it might come back to him.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ned is likely to try a mix of either Cloud or ZSS in Grands. It's the sort of thing where Spencer is very good at the Cloud matchup. He's very good at the ZSS matchup. He has a lot to practice at home, but I don't know. The ZSS, it's...
God. That was one advantage state.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll talk about it later because right now we're going to talk about Ned and Waasabi here.
That was one advantage state. That is Cloud DK. That is how this matchup should be played.
Yeah,
like,
Waasabi just hasn't really made a bunch happen. What I was saying earlier when he was fighting Earl of M was that he has like a bunch of weird ways that he's active as DK, where a lot of other DKs, they just don't do anything like it.
Yeah.
Like other DKs, they'll be passive, they'll just wait for grabs. Waasabi's in here,
that's it.
Yeah. He's throwing down airs, he's throwing forward airs, he's using down B in ways that I have never seen before, and it was strange, but...
Yeah, and there are a few things Waasabi does specifically in neutral, is that he's mixing up what side he's facing, specifically. Like, he'll look at you, and then turn around, then look at you again. Just because that changes how you're supposed to approach DK and what you have to do.
Because you're worrying about back air, you're worrying about grab.
Yeah, but when the thing is, like, even disadvantage, like, he's gained all of those techniques, the dare landing, the just, like, random, like, down Bs in the air, specifically because people just started juggling him way too much.
Okay, that makes sense. It's just strange to see it put into action the way he's doing it.
Yeah, and this is hard, because right now he has to air dodge, no double jump, and notice how Ned's not blowing limit here. He's not blowing it because he doesn't need to. Right. He doesn't need to try to just kill it here.
It's also the risk of getting put off stage without limit.
Yeah.
Because DK can sort of bring this back if, you know, Cloud is forced to recover in a very compromised situation like that.
Yep. And the thing is, like, 15% more, and then, like, Ned has to worry about up air. 201%?
Will he die to up throw now?
Probably.
Is that it?
That's it.
No, okay. That was a couple percent away, but he's still a percent, I believe. Actually, maybe not because of rage.
He's dead.
Okay, DK's hands were just a little too big there, getting clipped by the limit up B.
I honestly thought that was it when he got the grab.
I did too.
Because he had max rage, and I was like,
Did he get enough pummels in? Did he pummel at all?
Oh, I don't know. What he's been doing is that if he delays the cargo throw, apparently it kills like a percent earlier, but I mean a pummel's more than
interesting.
1%.
Like you wait for the very apex of the full hop or something?
I'm saying that's what he told me. That's all. In practice, I was like, why are you doing that? He's like, yeah, if you just like wait on the ground a second, it'll kill earlier. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. So I don't know if that is wrong, right? I didn't confirm it with other DKs, but that is his reasoning.
Maybe Waasabi's just like a savant, and he understands things that no one else does.
Yeah, so Waasabi almost brought that back with down tilt as like the key initiator to that comeback, really. Just put him in a bad position. Yeah,
that's one of the things that DK really has over the other grappler characters. Well, I say other grapplers, but it's really just kind of Bowser in the same archetype.
Yeah.
But DK's neutral is actually a lot better, just because he actually has access to back air, he has access to down tilt, he actually can play neutral with you.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
that's stock. See that delay?
The limit saved him. The limit saved him. That's crazy. But he's still a ding-dong percent.
Yeah, specifically because of limit. Actually, no, 50-50.
Okay.
That is a 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't a percent anymore, for all I know. And the forward throw, or not the forward throw, but the cargo up throw on the ground like that, it is always a 50-50%, isn't it?
Ooh. Yeah. It's like after ding dong to kill. See that down B? That down B?
What is he trying to do?
He's trying to catch him, trying to hit him off stage. That'll hit. That's a big hitbox, and it'll spike him down.
I understand that, but it's strange because Ned hasn't been going off stage like the entire time, so it'd be strange for him to start now.
I mean, it's like, why not?
I mean, maybe it's like
mix up.
He's behind by so much, he's thinking he's gonna try to force an option. And I don't know, he's still playing the conservative game overall.
Yeah, and I agree with that just because of
Set.
Yeah, that wasn't it. He was still too early for Ding Dong.
Yeah, I was expecting to carry him off stage with cargo throw, in all honesty.
And the thing is, when you win neutral and advantage so hard as Cloud, like, you don't need to burn anything, and that's what Ned's kind of doing, but taking that philosophy to stride. But the thing is, he got hit into disadvantage once, and then DK's.
Oh, he just fell into it. All right.
I was trying to make a point, Wasabi. I was trying to make a point. God.
And then he just forward smashes.
Yeah, and then he forward smashed. But yeah, I was saying, like, when you... God, I see Champagne in the chat, and they're just like, yeah, that's about right.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to think of this. Wasabi's playstyle is so strange. I've never seen a DK like him.
I compare him a lot to... I've played him a lot. I compare a lot to Marshall's Diddy, except with DK. Just the way he plays is kind of... It's kind of out there, and he goes for these really hard reads in various scenarios. They're like subtle, but they're hard.
Right.
They're super hard.
It's just a little bit hard to compare because no matter what Diddy does, almost everything is safe or safe looking.
Yeah.
Whereas DK, if he does something crazy, you notice it because his animations sort of portray that.
All right. So Ned, like I said in the first game one, there was one disadvantage state. DK died. In this, he let him back, and as soon as this happens, it's like rough time for Cloud because now he has to play super conservative. He has to play all the time, like all the conservative, until he gets another hit in. But when he does get a hit in, he finally uses limit.
Yeah.
And gets the kill.
And that was the sort of thing Wasabi's been doing the entire time. He's very aggressive in his landing, so in a situation like that, especially where he doesn't have a double jump, it was just kind of predictable. He's sticking to his patterns. Like, see right there, he just keeps doing down air.
But like, as DK, what are you gonna do? Air dodge into the hit by the same thing?
Yeah, and if he fades to ledge, he's just gonna get ledge trapped. So I understand the concept behind it, but I don't know. He's getting punished for it.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the trade-off of the character, and he's making it okay. Like, he did win game one off of that kind of thing, and that was just good spacing by Ned. Like,
part of it's also DK being so big that his role is a little bit worse just as a principle.
Yeah, size alone is making that rough. So 2-1 Ned favor. We'll see if Ned gets the rematch against Spencer, and I'm sure Spencer is looking at it like...
Spencer doesn't like grapplers, so in all honesty, he might be hoping for Ned.
Yeah. I am... Ooh, okay, we're going back.
So that was a much more dominant game by Ned.
It was.
I'm wondering if he's just figured out Wasabi's playstyle, or if it's a matter of Wasabi, I don't know, just not hitting the right reads.
It's really like, when it's advantage state, it's almost like the game, it's like a one-player game, honestly, for either character, really. It's really all in this neutral, and how is he opening them up? And I think a lot of it is on what side is DK facing, because that changes everything Cloud can do.
Right.
Like, Cloud can't jump against DK's back air; is just faster. He can't really jump in against that.
Yeah, and it's so disjointed that it can test with Cloud's aerials as well.
Yeah. Cloud like already has to be in the air even to trade with have his back air work. He's trying to brawl it out. Ooh, the roll's doing its job.
Ooh, I was surprised that Wasabi actually landed on stage the way he did. I was expecting to grab ledge there, but that was an excellent catch.
Yeah. Gets the double jump up there. Unfamiliar situation too. They hadn't been on the platform way up there before.
No, when they did, Ned really didn't press the situation. He just kind of hung back. He's like, yeah, you're still on the platform. I'm still juggling you.
Yeah, that is a free down B, but not safe on hit apparently, and that is a lot of up air.
Not at that percent. Yeah, Wasabi's just kind of getting run over here.
Yeah. That's how this advantage state should go for Cloud. He only needs to wait for the option. That's it. He doesn't need to force it. He can just wait for the air dodge or the attack and attack it with his own disjoints.
Right. And I feel like part of it is that Wasabi's like... Okay, that was actually really close to being a nice conversion, but at the same time, Wasabi's like... He's keeping up with his aggressive momentum, or not momentum, but just the way he acts out of pressure, the way he's acting at a disadvantage in these juggle scenarios. It just hasn't been working since game 2, and he hasn't really done a lot to change it up.
Yeah.